as clients, whether those clients are consumers or SMEs, as you mentioned, as they become used to this kind of seamless digital onboarding process, which they increasingly are, of course, Scott, what do you think this means in terms of their expectations of sort of getting access to credit? So do they expect perhaps an immediacy that prior to the pandemic they didn't, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, I fully agree with Conrad. It's about choosing and identifying the most appropriate channel. So digital onboarding, digital client workflows are, I think, beneficial, but it's not the silver bullet that will solve all challenges. I think you've got to find the most appropriate depending on the transaction that you're looking to work with the client on. Certainly client expectation, or consumer I should say, expectation has changed. So it's differentiating slightly between commercial lending and consumer lending. I think the consumer immediacy is important, but actually what you're starting to see is almost a value exchange that says, am I going to invest time and effort in a digital journey because I want to understand that I'm going to get an output? So I think what we've started to see is in prior years, it would have been a part digital journey and the consumer didn't get the outcome that they're expecting. It was just part of the process. What you're starting to see now is the consumer expectation is I will get an outcome. So I will apply for a mortgage and I'm expecting to get a mortgage in a very short space of time. I'm expecting to be able to verify, go through KYC checks, etc., via a digital process. You're starting to see more and more of that. But of course, going back to my previous point, it depends on the type of demographic that we're talking to. Certainly certain demographics still value picking the phone up and having a conversation with somebody. But I think what we're starting to see, and the pandemic has really accelerated this, is digital is now the norm. A lot of the demographic want an instant decision, and they trust that they'll get a digital decision. They don't see it as being a component part of the journey. So for me, a big element in this is trust. And we're starting to see that the digital channel is now becoming more trusted than it perhaps was previously.